At 65, Margaret assumed her best days were in the past. Joint pain kept her up at night, her energy was fading, and even basic chores left her worn out. Then her grandmother's timeless remedy turned her life around. One common kitchen ingredient she ate before sleep transformed her well-being in ways that amazed even her doctor. Today, I'll reveal this age-old secret that's helping older adults across the nation regain their strength, rest better, and feel years younger. If you're over 50 and facing health challenges that seem to come with aging, you should hear this. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share could be the natural solution you've been searching for. Before we get into this potentially life-altering information, I want you to do a quick favor for me. If you're watching because you're tired of feeling older than your age, subscribe and hit that like button right away. I want to see how many of you are ready to reclaim your health naturally. And if you're visiting our channel for the first time, where we offer trusted health tips just for seniors, don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell. Believe me, you'll want to catch our upcoming videos about natural aging solutions that really work. Now, I have a question for you. Please be honest in the comments below. How many of you have realized that as you grow older, it gets tougher to enjoy a full night's rest? How many of you wake up stiff, tired, or just not quite yourself? Don't stress, you're not by yourself. And even more importantly, you're not stuck with these issues for good. What if I told you that sitting right in your kitchen, maybe in your cupboard or refrigerator right now, is one of nature's most effective medicines? You probably add it to recipes without a second thought. I'm talking about the plain onion, but not just any onion, and not prepared how you might think. For thousands of years, our ancestors understood something about onions that modern science is only beginning to rediscover. They realized that this simple vegetable, when used the right way, could help with many health struggles we encounter as we get older. And the research behind why this works is truly fascinating. As we grow older, our bodies face different hurdles. Our immune systems aren't as reliable as they once were. Our sleep habits shift, often causing us to toss and turn. Our joints might hurt, our energy drops, and we might notice changes in our heart health. What's impressive is that onions tackle almost every one of these age-linked problems. The secret is in onions' unique natural makeup. They're filled with sulfur compounds, the same ones that make you cry when you slice them. But here's what many people don't know. These sulfur compounds are incredibly helpful for senior health. They act as natural anti-inflammatories, which is crucial, because chronic inflammation is behind so many age-related health problems. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Red onions, those reddish-purple ones you see in the store, contain the highest amount of beneficial compounds. They're full of quercetin, a potent flavonoid that works like a natural antihistamine and anti-inflammatory. For seniors struggling with allergies, joint soreness, or inflammatory conditions, this is extremely valuable. But that's only the start. Onions are also packed with vitamin C, more than you might believe. A single medium onion provides about 20% of your daily vitamin C requirement. For seniors whose immune systems need a boost, this is like having a natural immune booster hiding in plain sight. Let's begin with something every older adult can relate to: trouble sleeping. As we age, our bodies make less melatonin, the hormone that controls our sleep-wake cycle. Onions contain natural compounds, including tryptophan, that help your body create more melatonin. But here's the point. It's not just about drifting off quicker. Seniors who include onions in their evening meals often report deeper, more restful sleep. Imagine waking up truly refreshed, instead of groggy, with the energy to enjoy your day, not just get through it. If you're struggling with arthritis or general joint soreness, this next benefit is for you. The sulfur compounds in onions serve as natural anti-inflammatories. helping lower the inflammation that leads to joint pain and stiffness. Many seniors notice real improvements in flexibility and comfort after just a few weeks of eating onions regularly. Heart disease remains the top health worry for older adults. But onions give remarkable heart support. They have chromium, which helps control cholesterol levels by lowering harmful LDL cholesterol while helping good HDL cholesterol. The sulfur compounds also help stop dangerous blood clots from developing. For seniors taking blood pressure medication, onions offer extra natural support for good circulation. The flavonoids help keep blood vessels supple and strong, which is more important as we get older. As we age, our immune systems naturally weaken, making us more likely to catch infections, viruses, and illnesses that younger folks shake off easily. Onions work like your personal immune system protector. They're loaded with vitamin C, vitamin B6, and selenium, all needed for immune health. But more importantly, onions have natural antibiotic properties that help your body fight off bacteria and viruses before they settle in. For the millions of seniors living with diabetes or pre-diabetes, onions offer natural blood sugar balance. The quercetin and sulfur compounds work together to improve insulin sensitivity, helping your body use sugar more effectively. This isn't about stopping medication, it's about giving your body extra natural help that works alongside your treatment plan. Many seniors find that adding onions helps keep their blood sugar steady throughout the day. Cancer risk increases with age, but onions deliver powerful protective compounds. The antioxidants in onions, especially in red varieties, help block free radicals that can harm cells and possibly cause cancer. Research has found that people who regularly include onions in their diet have lower rates of stomach, colon, and prostate cancers, all conditions that become more common as we age. Think of every onion as a way to invest in your long-term health and protection. Many older adults struggle with digestive problems, constipation, weak nutrient absorption, or general digestive unease. Onions are high in prebiotic fibers that feed the good bacteria in your digestive tract, helping restore balanced digestion. Better digestion means your body absorbs nutrients more efficiently, which is crucial for seniors who need to get the full value from their meals and supplements. It also leads to more consistent bowel movements and less digestive upset. Maintaining a steady weight becomes harder as our metabolism slows down with age. Onions help by increasing feelings of satisfaction thanks to their fiber content, while the quercetin actually helps raise metabolism and fat burning. For older adults wanting to maintain or reach a healthy weight without harsh diets, onions provide gentle, natural assistance that works with your body's changing needs. Perhaps one of the most interesting benefits for seniors is the effect onions can have on brain health. The antioxidants in onions help protect brain cells from injury, while the sulfur compounds support proper blood flow to the brain. Some early studies suggest that regular onion consumption may help maintain thinking ability and memory as we age. While more research is necessary, the current evidence is promising for seniors concerned about keeping their minds sharp. Don't ignore the cosmetic benefits that can boost confidence and happiness. The vitamin C and sulfur in onions support collagen production, helping maintain skin strength and lessening the appearance of age spots and wrinkles. For older adults with thinning hair, the sulfur compounds that boost circulation can help nourish hair roots from within. Many seniors deal with breathing problems, whether from past smoking, environmental exposures, or simply age-related changes. Onions have natural expectorant properties that can help clear mucus and make breathing easier. Now, here's a crucial point: how to prepare onions to get the greatest senior health benefits. The method makes a big difference, and most people get it wrong. The overnight infusion method is what I recommend. Pick red onions if possible, since they contain the highest concentration of helpful compounds. Slice 1 medium red onion into thin rings and put the slices in a glass of room-temperature water. Cover and let it steep for 6 to 8 hours, which makes it perfect to prepare in the morning for nighttime use. Strain the liquid and drink 1 cup 30 minutes before you go to bed. This method extracts the water-soluble compounds while making the onion easier to digest, which is key for older adults who may have delicate stomachs. If the onion water is too strong, you can start with half an onion and slowly increase the amount. Add a teaspoon of honey to improve the taste, or mix with herbal tea like chamomile for added sleep benefits. Type 1 if these tips help you, or 0 if you want us to discuss other health subjects. Your feedback shapes what we cover next, so your opinion really matters here. Now, let's keep going. Before beginning any new health practice, seniors should think about a few important things. If you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor before adding more onions to your diet, as onions have natural blood-thinning abilities. Start slowly if you have a delicate stomach. Begin with smaller servings and gradually increase as your system gets used to it. Choose organic onions whenever possible to avoid pesticide leftovers, which can be riskier for seniors. The stories from seniors who've used this approach are remarkable. Dorothy, 72, reports sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Robert says his morning joint discomfort has greatly improved. Maria, 74, noticed her energy increased so much that she started gardening again, after years of feeling too tired. These aren't miracle fixes, they're the result of giving your body the natural elements it needs to perform its best, something that matters more as we get older. The secret to success with any natural health approach is consistency. Begin by preparing your onion water every other day during the first week, then slowly build up to daily use. Keep a wellness journal to track changes in sleep, energy, and your overall well-being. Remember, natural remedies work slowly, but last. Don't expect instant miracles, but do expect real, steady improvements in how you feel and function. You have the ability to take charge of your health naturally. This simple, affordable method has helped countless seniors keep their vitality and boost their quality of life. The question isn't whether it will work. The evidence is clear. The question is whether you're ready to commit to feeling better. Tonight, before you head to bed, try making your first batch of onion water. Set yourself up for progress by making it part of your nightly routine. Your future self will thank you for taking this straightforward, but powerful, step toward better health. Remember, aging doesn't mean you must accept decline. With the right natural strategies, you can keep thriving, feel energetic, and enjoy life as much as possible. Sometimes the strongest medicine is sitting right in your kitchen, waiting for you to unlock its benefits. Don't forget to like this video if it's opened your eyes to the value of natural remedies. Subscribe for more health tips designed for seniors. And share your own experiences in the comments below. Your story could encourage another senior to take control of their health in a natural way.